right, here we are for our last card. So here it is. Uses the Otters, which is a celebration set, and it uses our spiral die background stamp. So let's see how we do that. Okay. All right, so you're going to, I just put my big background stamps. You can, I think there's a block, I know there's a block big enough. I think the letter is F, but I don't remember. So you want to open that up, okay? We're going to put your pool party cardstock in here, like this, okay? There we go. I've got just a little bit of adhesive back there because I can't use, because this takes up the whole sheet, I can't use the magnets, okay? So it doesn't matter which color you use first. I happen to be using Coastal Cabana and Pool Party. So I'm going to ink this up with Pool Party, okay? And then I'm going to use the best tip I ever got from somebody else's video. And I'm going to use my whiteboard eraser, and I'm just going to use it to press because it slides much easier on the plastic of the plate for the acrylic for the Stamparatus, much better than my hands. So we do that. Oop, I still got some spots that need a little pressing here. Right here in the middle. So let me give that a little bit more. See, that's, oh yeah, that's better. All right, then I have some thinner chamois. You can use your regular chamois. You can use a wet paper towel. Doesn't matter. You just need to clean it in between. Okay, so that, sorry about the squeaks. Because what you want to make sure that you do is you don't want to, I mean, it would have been all right in this case because I went lightest first. But if you use your darker color first, you definitely want to clean that. Then you're going to take your cardstock and you're going to turn it 180 degrees. Okay, put it back. Ink it up with your second color. Now you may remember that we did a birthday card using this fun stamp a while back, and I just thought it made a great bit of water for the background. All right, there's my handy little tool. Now I intentionally cut the cardstock, the Pool Party cardstock, a little bigger than what is in my card. So that just looks kind of like waves, I thought. It's kind of cool. Put that away. All right, so you can trim it or you can leave it. If you leave it, you will have a little less of a border. Okay, this piece is actually 3 3/4 by 5, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm gonna just trim a little wee bit off and get it down to 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. Like that. So now I have my background. Now I need to, oops, let's put this over here. Now we need to use some of the other things that are in here. Okay, so we have a Night of Navy piece, and you'll have a piece of white for your inside. Okay. All right, so we'll put this on. Like this. Okay. Then this, I liked this shape, the mimic of that narrower and wider with the rounded edge. So, but I didn't have one that would really fit well. So you're going to take this, cut it in half, and when you're ready, you're gonna do that. Okay, so then you'll have that little bit of blue border. All right, so let's stamp our otter. Super cute. I love him. You can stamp him in black. I'm gonna actually just stamp him in the crumb cake and put him right on here. Like that. My little, isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, love him. All right, then on here, on this scrap, I'm just going to, you are utterly awesome. Okay. Oops, got a little catch there. So I'm just gonna do a couple of these because I have a couple of other cards to do. Okay, so just clean that up. All right, then, so you'll get a oval punch. Yeah, this one's gonna show. Might be able to hide it. There. Okay. So now I have a couple of those. And I have that. All right. So the double oval punch will punch that greeting just right. Then we're going to do, oh, wait, I need to do a little sponging. Oh, you know what? I may be able to hide that a little bit. There you go. All right, so we'll just go around the edge like that. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could probably sponge the edge of this big one. I'm not sure I would, or I might do it in a blue. You know, make it look like the water. Not sure I would use the crumb cake. If I had another one here, I'd test the theory of using one of those blues to sponge the edge of that. But we are going to add some color. So let's get this out of the way. And I again brought in my blends. Okay. So we're going to do a little coloring. So this is the dark crumb cake, which I'm going to use for his, oh wait. Yeah. Hold on. There's dark. Here's light. What do I want? Well, let's look at what's the body. I think we'll use soft suede and then the light crumb cake. Okay, so we'll just use this light crumb cake. Like this. To color in his tummy, because otters do have a lighter tummy. Like that. There. So we'll just add a little bit here. So anywhere you go over it, again, you are going to get a slightly darker shade. So now we'll use the light soft suede Stampin' Blends marker and go like this. He's holding his little fish ready to have some lunch or dinner or breakfast maybe. Anyway, I just love otters. I remember reading a book when I was a kid called Okie, an Otter in the House or something like that. And every time you see a video of them or anything, they're just so playful and seem like they're having fun. And I remember reading the Thornton Burgess books, and it was Little Joe Otter. And I always liked Little Joe Otter. We lived not too far from Hamden, Massachusetts, which is where Thornton Burgess lived when he did a lot of his writing. And there was a little nature place, a little walk you could go on and see the character animals and stuff. It was fun. And we went often enough that we knew our way around pretty well. My mom would bring a picnic or something. We had the whole set of The Adventures of all the books. Little Joe Otter and, oh gosh, forgot the bear, but anyway, there was a lot of them. All right, so let's do the light pale papaya over the whole fish. Okay. You could make your fish any color you want, of course, but I opted for the pale papaya. Don't know why I did. So I'll make his head and this little scale line's a little darker. And I should have brought in a black so that we could do his nose, but let me take this deepest one of the new markers, and that's about as close as we're gonna get, I think. There. There. I maybe should have left that alone. Anyway, all right. So then we have some pool party to do the water around him. I didn't really get super fancy. I took the dark and I made some lines where we already had some and then added a few more. Like that. And then I just took the wide side of this and just kind of went around him a little bit so that those other lines would show up. Okay, so just to give him a little water. Now, I do want to show you one thing that I did. So I took a piece of the Simply Marvelous paper in Pool Party. I stamped the otter on there. I took a scrap of white and I stamped the otter on that. And then I colored him. And then I cut him out, not worrying about all those little hairs or the water lines or anything. I just cut, right? I cut him out. And then I stuck him on there so that all the little hairs and things that from the first one that I stamped right on this paper gave him that same furry look. So that is a way to not have to deal with the water if you don't really want to. Okay, I'm going to actually take this and do a little bit more. I know I'm probably going to wreck it, but maybe not. Maybe not. No, I think he's okay. Anyway, so a couple of different ways to handle the otter if you happen to have that, but you lose the white around it. So it's up to you. All right, let's put this like that. And whoop, should have used my silicone mat. It was right here next to me. All right. There we go. All right, let's get him up on some dimensionals. Because, you know, gonna look better that way. All right. You know what? I don't want that there. There's that. One more down there. Okay, I think we're good. Now I just got to take them all off. Put them on the front of the card. And you could certainly add clear, some kind of a clear, like the rhinestones or something for sparkle in the background to sort of emphasize the water. Okay. And then we will take one of our little Otterly Awesome pieces here. Oh, I probably only need two. Put that one back. And you could put it, you know, near the top if you want. You could put it near the bottom. I think I'm going to choose to go down here like that. And there we go. Our last card. So thanks for doing class with me this month, and I look forward to stamping with you again. Bye.